Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Vegas 2. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words, the retro words of the developer. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Vegas 2 is your last chance to rescue America's sexiest city from an escalating terrorist siege that will force you into heart-pounding action from beginning to end. So what is Rainbow Six Vegas 2? Well, it's a game that I've sunk well over 1,000 hours in. Started off on the Xbox split screen with my son, then we progressed on to a PC version when he got old enough. Played a lot of it with Mesh, mainly co-op. You see guys, it has a full campaign, single player campaign, but get this, the campaign is also co-op. Each level has ins and outs for players to join and leave. So you're playing this, your mate comes along, oh, I'll join you, and he jumps into the campaign. It doesn't affect the story at all. Just as good, guys, you can play a load of co-op maps. There's more maps in this than there is in Rainbow Six Siege, and the maps are all either lone wolf, co-op, or single player with AI buddies. And the control of the AI buddies is great. You just point at where you want them to go and cover, and they'll cover that area for you. You can tell them to breach a door at the same time as you. If you've got two doors leading into the same room, you can set your team up at another door, you at another door, give a signal, all breach the room at the same time. It is, I would say, one of the best PC games ever made. It would be in my top 10 of best PC games ever made. It also has a versus mode where you fight off against other players over different maps and things like that. The problem is this game was brought out in 2008, and so the versus is dead now. The co-op isn't. The co-op isn't dead. There are still a couple of servers up there, and I joined the one just yesterday. It was a bit laggy. The net code of the guy who was hosting it, I don't know, he was probably in Nepal or somewhere. It was pretty poor. But I played it with people from the UK, and it's fine. No lag at all. There is, however, a nasty game-breaking bug, which is a repeating, looping machine gun sound that pops up in co-op. However, I fixed it, and there's a link in the description of exactly how to fix it, and it is well worth reading that link. It doesn't do 100% fix, but it's about 95% fix. I haven't had the bug since I did this, but people have said it still happens, but it's very rare, so well worth doing. How does the game play? It plays brilliantly. The gunplay is excellent. The graphics are dated, obviously, it's 2008, but the fun factor for this game is off the scale. This is an all-rounder, but like I said, the multiplayer is now defunct. But if you're looking for some good single-player action, or better still, some good co-op action, this is one of the best games still that you can actually buy for single-player and co-op. The missions is really good, quite diverse. The maps are brilliant. The maps in this are fucking great. The reason this is so fun is you have some of the best firefights you'll ever have in a game, because the enemy, the AI, is so damn aggressive. When the game starts, once the firing starts, they will come at you relentlessly. And when you turn the difficulty up, and it's best played on realistic, it is absolutely phenomenal. I don't like realistic when I'm playing by myself, and I was playing with my girlfriend the other night and she'd never played it before, so we played it on casual. We still died a lot on casual. I'm playing solo on normal, and I find that just right for me, but if I'm playing co-op with people who are used to the game, we always play on realistic because it gives it really, really good game. And it's brutal, it's hard, but it is so satisfying when you complete a map, because you may do it 20 times and die, and then you'll finally beat it and you'll think, wow, we did that, well done guys. It is so hard. It is such a team orientated game. You have got to be really, really careful when you're going through these houses, because one shot will take you out, two shots pretty much will take you out, and these are good shots. The enemy, they are very good shots, and they know pretty much where you are by the sounds that you make and stuff like that. So it's a great game, literally one of the best games I've ever played, certainly in my top 10 of best PC games ever written, best console games ever written, because this is available on the Xbox 360 as well. Even better news guys, it's $7.99 and it works on, I've tried this on Windows 7, 64, it worked fine on that, and I'm running Windows 10 and it works on Windows 10. I bought this off Uplay, I didn't buy it off Steam. I don't think there's any difference at all, but
just as a heads up, if you're going to buy this, that's where I bought mine, and it is absolutely fine. All I had to do to get this working was, when it first booted up, it got hung on a detection 5 of 6 thing. I just Control Alt and deleted and ended the task of the detection, and then it kind of just booted up after that. It was fine, and it runs fine. It's absolutely fine, guys. So if you want a really good campaign and some great missions, never mind the story, the missions is good. If you want some good co-op fun, buy this. This is what Rainbow Six Siege should have been, to be honest, guys. It should have had a single player campaign. It should have had all the co-op as well as the versus, but it didn't. And it's a sad, sad shame that games aren't made like this anymore. This is when gaming was great. This is when games were good. This is when you got content. This is when things weren't all hidden behind DLCs and all that bullshit. You got all of this from the off. Yes, you have to unlock weapons in this. Yes, it's a pain in the arse when you have to do that. But the sheer exhilarating gameplay in this, and the fact that that doesn't really impact on the single player campaign or the numerous co-op missions, you know, it is fine. But it still shouldn't bloody be there, and that's the only negative thing about this game, and that is the unlocking weapons. The good thing is, though, you can pick up any of the enemy guns that fall on the floor and use them. It's all good. It's all good, and it's great fun. Yes, this is slightly different to the earlier Rainbow Six games that came out. It did turn it a little bit. It got a bit more frantic, but I enjoyed the addition of the huge firefights that this game brings. And this game is just exhilarating fun, but it also does have the sneaky stealth aspect to it as well. So you kind of get the best of both worlds, which is why it's one of my favourite Rainbow Six games. And it's $7.99. Bloody hell, it is definitely worth a buy.